Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you some fantastic splurge-worthy luxury fragrances that I think would first make excellent Mother's Day gifts or just nice gifts in general for fragrance lovers out there. So if you'd like to know what those fragrances are, then keep watching. These fragrances, most of them are female-leaning fragrances, which means they are marketed to women, so they have the notes that are usually found on the women's side of the fragrance aisle, but that doesn't mean that anybody can't wear them. I did choose some shared scents that smell like unisex fragrances just in case somebody out there doesn't like the tutti frutti fragrances. There is a nice variety. Now these fragrances can all be found on So Avant Garde. I do have a 15% off coupon code. You can save on any of these fragrances. However, So Avant Garde did not provide all of these fragrances for this video. They have sent me these fragrances in the past to review. I just thought it would be fun to put them all together in case you were interested. And some of these I also purchased, were sent to me from PR from the brand itself. So it's not like So Avant Garde just sent me all these and were like, please do this video. But I thought that, you know, having a coupon code, if you were interested in purchasing something for mom, it would be nice to kind of aggregate everything together. I did do a video before that didn't have super expensive fragrances on here. These are $200 and up, so I will link that video below if you want to check that out. And even though this is my Mother's Day fragrance gift guide, any of these would be nice any time of the year. And it can be for dad too, if dad prefers you know, maybe some softer, more effervescent fragrances. To start off with the ones that I recommend the most. And this is a trio, and the reason why I'm recommending these is because I've been so impressed with this line. Because first, full retail price, these are not out of the realm of being exceptionally expensive. These are the Bentley, the Beyond collection. These are the feminine fragrances. So we have Radiant Osmanthus, we have Mellow Heliotrope. This is the fragrance I'm wearing today. And we have Vibrant Hibiscus. I do need to review all of these, but I will give you kind of a little breakdown about how they all smell because each of them are different. But full retail price, they're about $210. So they are expensive luxury fragrances, but they're not like some of these other fragrances are, you know, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So the first one we're going to start off with is Mellow Heliotrope, or Heliotrope, I can never say words correctly. This one is going to be the softer, powdery, more mature fragrance, a little bit more chic, a little bit softer, a little bit more elegant. So if you like those soft, baby, powdery, floral, it almost has a soft spiciness to the background with a little bit of a floral undertone to it. If the person you are getting a gift for enjoys those types of fragrances, soft, floral, powdery scents, I think Mellow Heliotrope would be a beautiful fragrance. Now, if the person is into the more jammy fragrances, the more floral fragrances, the more fruity fragrances, if they're looking for something a little bit more flirty, a little bit more youthful, something that has a little bit more pizzazz, but isn't crazy juvenile and does have a nice balance of fruits and florals and effervescence, Vibrant Hibiscus is really nice. This one opens up really nice and jammy with black currant, but it doesn't smell like you're just rubbing your whole body with jelly, which could be a little bit too much. I like that this has a sparkly effervescence to it. It's very easy to wear, but at the same time, it's really beautiful. It has a little tiny bit of a tart kickness in there too. So again, if the person you're buying a gift for enjoys more of a fruity floral tartness and enjoys berries, this is a really beautiful one. And if you're wondering, this one actually pairs and blends really beautifully with Lilique Amethyst. And if you guys know, that's just absolutely gorgeous berry fragrance. And for somebody who might like the best of both worlds, Radiant Osmanthus. This one is just really nice. There's something about this that has a nice bit of florals to it, obviously Osmanthus, but it does have a soft kind of powder to it, but it's mostly going to be citruses in the opening. So this is more of a bright floral fragrance, at least in the opening, with the citruses, the bergamot, there's a little bit of neroli in there, but it kind of softens to a slight, not powdery like Mellow Heliotrope, but there is a bit of a floral softness that could kind of mimic a powder on your skin. And it's just very sophisticated, very easy, and very timeless. I do like this one a lot as well. This one does smell a little bit more effervescent and sparkly, but to me this one doesn't smell like youthful, it smells timeless and classic. So if I were to recommend any of these, I think it just depends on the person that you're purchasing for. If they prefer more mature fragrances, I think Mellow Heliotrope would be great, especially if they enjoy very chic, warm, cozy, powdery scents. This one is excellent. If they enjoy a nice fruity floral fragrance, Vibrant Hibiscus is gorgeous, and the best of both worlds, which doesn't smell like it's a marriage between the two, but has a nice brightness, some beautiful citruses, some nice florals, but has a soft elegance to it as well. Radiant Osmanthus is nice as well. So these are my recommendation. I think that these are gorgeous scents. I think that they perform pretty nicely. They're not crazy expensive, and they're really beautiful. So these are the ones that I would first and foremost recommend, and I think they're nice. So for splurge-worthy fragrances, we have any of the Bentleys, but I do have a variety of others to share. If you really want to go all out and treat your mother like a queen, then we have Kimiya from Royal Crown. If I have reviews of any of these fragrances, I will most definitely link it below. Now, Kimiya is a rose fragrance from Royal Crown, and you all know how I feel about Royal Crown. I find the fragrances to be absolutely beautiful, and there's something about this fragrance that just smells so elevated, so regal, and so beautiful. And I just think it's so, so beautiful. So if your mother is a rose fragrance lover, I don't think you can go wrong with this scent. I'm not gonna go too into it because I do have a review of this fragrance. So if you wanna know my thoughts on how this smells and its longevity, again, check out my review. Now, if your mother is the type of person that likes a variety of florals, I'm not gonna talk too much about this one because I've reviewed this a bunch. We do have Creed Floralie. This is probably one of the safer fragrances from the House of Creed in regards to florals. I know a lot of their florals are very beautiful, very easy, but there's something about Floralie that I find to be just so mainstream and safe. And yes, that's gonna sound like I'm talking down about it, but I bought this bottle. I enjoy it a lot. And some people want that safety. Some people want to spray something on, walk out of the house, and smell good. There's something about crowd-pleasing mainstream scents that really bring in compliments, add confidence, and people aren't going to second guess themselves when they're out and about worrying about if their fragrance is overpowering, suffocating, or offending people around them. Sometimes if I wear Angel, sometimes if I wear more of my heavier, more indolic white florals, I feel a little self-conscious if I'm gonna be running errands or going to the doctor's office. I worry I'm gonna be suffocating people. But when I wear Floralie, I'm not worried about that because I know it's very easy, it's very complimentary, it smells really nice. And so there's that added kind of, I know I smell pretty. The reason why I wanted to include Creed Floralie is I know that there is a lot of controversy around the House of Creed, but I know that there's a lot of people that really enjoy and value the House of Creed as well. So I wanted to include this if your mother is somebody who enjoys and values the House of Creed and they would like to open a gift and see a luxury fragrance from a house that they value and enjoy. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna tell anybody that they're wrong or right for enjoying anything that's luxury and expensive. There are a few designer houses, there's a few luxury products out there that are very expensive that I look at and I think to myself, I don't find value in that, but there's a lot of people who would be so ecstatic to receive those types of name brands as gifts and feel like they were being treated, that they were being spoiled, and it makes them feel extra special. And there are a few fragrance houses that can evoke that, and Creed can be that house. It's been around for a while. So I did want to include a fragrance from the House of Creed if the person that you are buying the fragrance for is a fan of the house and you are looking to gift them a fragrance from the house because it's something that they value. Because it's not so much about what I think, it's about who the person is receiving the gift. It's about their opinion. So I think that Floralie, if they are a Creed fragrance house enthusiast, collector, admirer, and lover, is a very beautiful fragrance. It's a very easy fragrance to wear, and at the end of the day, it is very nice. I wanted to include this one more because in my last video, I included Christian Siriano's Oro Rouge. I mean, I liked any of the Christian Siriano fragrances. I think that they're really nice. But I wanted to include a different Baccarat Rouge dupe because I thought it would be nice to have like a two different, I don't know, I thought it would be nice on the two different videos to have two different Baccarat Rouge dupes. We have Bois 1920 versus Oro Rosso. This to me smells a little bit more spicy, less sweet than Baccarat Rouge 540. Oh, I was gonna say 520, what is wrong with me? But it is very nice. If you like Baccarat Rouge but it's too sweet, this is really nice. It doesn't have the crazy staying power of Baccarat Rouge 540 from Francis Kurkdjian, but if you know somebody and they enjoyed the 540 but it was too sweet and they want something a little bit more spicy and aromatic, this one is really, really good. So I thought it would be kind of fun and cheeky to have another fragrance that's considered a dupe to 540 in this video. These next two are from the House of Nishane. One is more of a unisex fragrance and one is, I would consider to be unisex but leans more feminine. So the first one is Fan Your Flames, and the second one is 100 Silent Ways. Most definitely Oolong Cha, if they're a tea lover, would be excellent. And if they like aromatic, more aquatic fragrances, Aiguille is really nice as well. Zena's beautiful, Tuberosa. I think most any fragrances from the House of Nishane would work really well. It's a fantastic house. I really adore them. But I wanted to choose these specifically because I wanted to make sure I had fragrances that weren't just like florals and fruits. So I thought it would be fun to include this one. This is one of the more riskier fragrances from the house, but I love the risks taken. And sometimes ladies, mothers, people who enjoy feminine fragrances but aren't a lady, don't just want florals and fruits. They might want something a little bit more dry, a little bit more aromatic, and a little bit more boozy. And I do like the way that this fragrance comes together. It does smell like a sexy pirate. I do like the rum in here. I do very much like the tobacco. So if your mom or the mom person, parental figure that you're getting a gift for on Mother's Day enjoys more shared sex, likes more aromatic, dry, boozy fragrances, Fan Your Flames is something worth checking out. I do really like it. And as a fantastic white floral fragrance, 100 Silent Ways from Nishane is just ridiculously gorgeous. I have reviews of this, so I'm not going to go into it, but if you're a white floral lover, your mom loves white floral fragrances, elegant, beautiful, just Fan Your Flames. I rave about it in my review. It's just so beautiful. This next one is a shared fragrance. I find this to be more marketed to men. This is Initio Parfums Prive. This is Rehab. I love this fragrance. So kind of like Mellow Heliotrope, this is a very soft powdery fragrance, but in a masculine way. It's very spiced. It has somewhat of a Histories des Parfums 1899 Ernest Hemingway vibe to it. It has a bit of the spice from Mesa Margiela by the Fireplace, a little bit of Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb. So if you like those kind of softer, chic scents, but you don't want it to be baby powdery, cozy, you want it to be more, I would say, aromatic and spiced and peppery, this is gorgeous. Now these last two are expansive, but I love them. And if you've been following my channel, you know I love this house. One of them's newer to my collection. One of them's been a part of my collection for a little bit, maybe a few months, but both gorgeous. and it's from the house of Tiziana Terenzi. Now let me just throw out there that every fragrance I've tried in the Terenzi universe I think is absolutely exceptional. From the Vicanto, the Quintacanto line, from anything, pretty much anything that these talented Terenzis put out, I find to be exceptionally beautiful. Their stuff is expensive, but you can smell the quality, in my opinion. And these two are just gorgeous. So for white floral lovers, you cannot go wrong with Atlantide. This is the most expensive fragrance in this list. You're looking at $725, but this is an experience. So first and foremost, when you receive this, you are quite literally getting this giant box, and this is submerged in a jar of seawater. So your mom's gonna be opening this giant box of beautiful perfume, and she's gonna have to basically almost go swimming for her perfume. And I love the presentation. This is an experience. And if your mom's one of those people that loves drama, that likes the experience of something, if you want to gift her a very expensive, memorable perfume, she's not just going to be opening this and like ripping off cellophane. This is going to be a memorable experience. And I think it's just beautiful. This is tuberose like at its finest. And the tuberose in here is not one of those like tutti frutti, like pina colada sweet tuberose. It is substantially gorgeous, and it's one of those notes that you smell it and it's a little bit musky. It has a bit of a green sharpness to it, but it's not because it's bad, because sometimes you might smell a sharpness, you might smell a greenness, you might think that's not how it's supposed to smell. But if you smell florals, like there's an authenticity to smelling the stems, the greenness of the leaves, to actually smelling an actual flower, not smelling a perfume that smells like jasmine, but like when you smell jasmine on a bush, or when you smell a rose on a bush, there's nuances to the smell rather than just the smell of rose. Sometimes you might smell the air around you, the dirt. You smell a lot of different things. And with this tuberose, it's kind of like you're experiencing everything that the tuberose plant has to offer. It's really beautiful. It's very authentic. It's very high quality, and I love it. White florals and tuberose, I don't think you can go wrong with that one at all. Now, if they like tropical fragrances, floral fruity fragrances, Hailey is beyond stunning. This is beautiful. This is $455, not as expensive as Atlantide, but still very beautiful. I love that this focuses on passion fruit, and the peach really kind of tames the passion fruit. Sometimes passion fruit can lean sour. The peach sweetens it without ruining the distinctive nuances that passion fruit has. It's got the woods and the florals. It's just a really gorgeous fragrance. And again, if you're looking for a mature, luxurious, more elevated fruity floral fragrance, I don't think you can go wrong with Hailey. I just reviewed this. This has been something I've loved to wear. It's very complex. It's semi-transportive, but at the same time, it doesn't lose its playfulness, and it doesn't sacrifice anything elegant or sophisticated or elevated. In fact, I like how this is perfectly balanced to be a very mature, luxurious experience while still being a tropical, fruity floral scent. And I think that this kind of shows how Tiziana Terenzi can give you a luxurious, expensive experience while at the same time not giving you the same kind of mature composition you see everywhere, where it just smells like different versions of Chanel No. 5 or Shalimar or whatever Raj is doing at the time. It's nice to smell something fruity and fun and playful and floral that still has a sophistication to it. And I think Hailey is gorgeous and complimentary and just really beautiful. Anyway, guys, that's it for my splurge-worthy fragrances for Mother's Day or just any gifting purchases. These, again, you can find at So Avant Garde, and I do have a 15% off coupon code that it is an affiliate code, but like I said before, some of these fragrances I purchased, some of these fragrances were sent to me a long time ago, and not all of these fragrances that were sent to me by So Avant Garde. I just thought it would be easier to aggregate everything in one website rather than to send you guys to like 6 different places. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'd also love to know what you guys think in general in regards to these choices. Do you agree with my choices? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!